it's like, she wants us to go over for New Year's. And I was like, what the fuck did I tell you? I fucking told you so. I told you to fucking call her back and see, because I felt in her energy she wants us to come over for some whatever reason. She wants us to be there, right? I keep telling her this, and then mom looks at me like, okay, whatever, let's get fucking ready to go. And I was like, yo, how my hair's gonna look like shit if I go now. And then I didn't get to eat properly. I was so mad. I was like, no, I have to leave the fucking rice and curry. I was so mad. And then me and Trev had to spend the time. He's like, Lisa, we gotta pack it with us and take it with us. So it's like, I don't want to fucking eat it on the road. I want to eat it in the house. So we're like scooping out the curry and the rice, and it was so tragic. Grandma ended up eating some of it, and she's like, mom's cooking so good. I was like, I fucking told you so. I miss when grandma could cook, because I used to like her cooking more than mom's, but like, she's old now, right? So I was like, ah, great. Because her food had a little bit of like, because I can't eat spicy food, but her food had some kind of spice in it. It had some kind of kick in it, and it used to taste really good. Anyhow, yeah, we're packing all the food away. I barely get to like. I just wanted some. She calls and she's like, "Yo, come over. Grandma's gonna be here. We need you guys to be here. Everybody, come over this 1 year." Oh, did you guys know this year's gonna be like the calendar? It's gonna be 12. It's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3 on the calendar when the year ends this year, right? 2023, December's the 12th. The 31st. It's gonna be, so when the year ends this year, it'll be December 31st, 2023, right? So it'll come up to 1, 2, 3. Anyways, what was I saying? Yeah, so she calls last minute. I don't get to eat properly. I look like a fucking mess because I'm like, oh fuck, I'm gonna, and then I'm bleeding on top of that, right? Because I was like, oh great, my period came, and I was like, I'm just gonna be bleeding for New Year's, because I was like, I don't mind, because I got everything I need to out for Christmas. And I was like, fuck, I don't want to see anybody right now. Every time I gotta go see my relatives, I'm always bleeding. Even when, like, I told you guys, when I was like, even when my grandmother, my dad's side, died, when I'd see her in my sleep, she only came to visit me when I was bleeding. So I don't know if that fucking blood connection's what's like keeping us together, right? So it's like every time like I'm on my period, like I gotta go fucking see relatives. I was like, what the fuck? What kind of? I was pissed. I was like, yo, I'm not in any mood to go anywhere. Like I don't want to have to like dress nice, or like I don't want to die for a week because I was like, I was good the week prior. Why? Tell me why. So I gotta get ready. I gotta fix my hair to the best of my ability. I gotta wear whatever I have on hand. I have to go pack everything. We gotta pack the food. We end up going there, and we don't end up reaching there till like 7, 8 o'clock. New Year's Eve. We get to my aunt's house, and everybody's all happy. They're like, yo, the family's together for the year. And I was like, I know, right? Grandma's there. My 2 aunts are there. My cousins are there. Oh, I took my laptop with me because I told you guys we're gonna go game. My cousin told me, he said when they get really drunk, he said him and his friends play Jackbox, right? So we were playing Jackbox at my cousin's, but he told me, he's like, go get Party Pack 3. And I was like, yo, I don't have space on my computer, and my computer's gonna fucking blow up, because I can't tell them that, like, I leave my computer running when these videos have to upload, right? So, like, the battery's fucked. I gotta go and replace that, or get another computer, right? And that's what I'm anticipating doing now. Because it's so old now, and I want one with more space. It's gonna be too expensive for me to go replace the battery and put in more storage space, right? So I might as well just get a whole nother computer altogether, because this one's old. I got this one because when I was in school, I needed all the holes. You know, like the holes for the SD card and HDMI and all that thing. All that stuff I have on that one. Anyways, so yeah, we're playing Jackbox, and we played Mario Kart and things. They got a Switch for Christmas, and Trevor and them took their Switch, so we were just playing games all day New Year, all night New Year's, and the whole New Year's Day the next day, right? Um, it was fun. I thought my aunt would yell at me for sitting because my cousins always go in the kitchen to go and cook, right? But I don't. She always tells me to make myself at home. You better not. You're gonna regret saying that. Like I want to tell her that I'm like, if I make myself home, I'm not leaving. You better be happy with me just sitting here because I don't want to familiarize myself with their house and then like So I don't know if she was gonna yell at me for not like helping out in the kitchen and things. Because when I go to grandpa on them side, they're always like, "Lisa, get up and go do something." I was like, I don't fucking care. I actually don't. This is such a mess. Anyhow, we had lots of fun. Oh yeah, and then because I was bleeding, right? My period was I was on my period. Um, my aunt every time she invites someone over, she wants to dance, right? So they only played. My cousin, he always says I'm a fucking traitor because I listen to K-pop and things. He said you're supposed to be listening to Chutney and Soca and all the things. So like when we go, my aunt wants to dance to West Indian songs, right? And you're supposed to like. Since I was a child, like I never danced, right? Because like I keep telling her like I got two left. She's like, oh, you'll dance when you get older, right? Because she's like, you're just shy now. I'm like, I'm not shy. I don't want to fucking dance, right? I'm like, I got two left feet, and when I get older, I'll have two broke feet. So, um, that at that point, like I was like, I was dreading it. I was like, oh my god, I totally forgot she's gonna make us want to fucking dance with her. And I was like, I wish that when I was with dad, that my foot was broken. At that point, I was like, I wish I had a broke foot. What? And I was like, frick, I'm bleeding, so I don't even want to move. I just want to stay in this position all day long, right? I'm just like, I'm like over it. Just leave me alone. My stomach was acting up then too, so I couldn't eat properly. I told you guys that. I told you I felt like I couldn't eat. Like it was so painful. So I was still in that feeling when I went to go see her too, right? Normally I don't. It was so intense. I don't know where the fuck that came from. I'm fine now. Yeah. So my stomach was hurting and I was on my period, and she wants us to go and dance. I was like, I'm not getting down and grinding or like whine. You know, you're supposed to whine your way. So I was like, I can't. I don't know. Um, I felt bad though because I was like, oh man, I'm killing her buzz. I was like, she invited us over, and I'm such a party killer. Ah. And then on top of that, I forgot she likes to drink. She likes drinking Hennessy, right? I was like, oh fuck, you're gonna make us drink too. And they're like, Lisa, you're an adult now. What the hell are you doing? And I was like, not whatever the heck you're doing. But she's so adventurous and fun. It's like she's the total opposite of my mom. I was like, oh man. She's like, Lisa, live a little, right? And I was like, oh fuck, I wish you understood the weight of those words. Anyhow, but I was kind of glad she didn't treat me any differently as she normally would, or like I don't know if she's treating me better than she normally would. Because after my mom told her that I read, right, I was like, oh fuck. Anyways, everybody gets the little plastic cups. She's going at it with her bottles of alcohol. I don't know what it is. I was like, fuck, I have to drink now. The reason why I drink so much, because you guys could see, because I drink, like, I can drink over capacity, right? But I don't think I could drink as much as Brian. But I drink a lot, right? Well, it's only because when I can never have a good time when I go, because I can never go and get wasted, right? Because there's never anybody there to take care of me. So, like, I drink a lot because when I go with anybody else who's in these situations where they're drinking, I always end up cutting them off because I'll take their drink and I'll start drinking it for them until I have to look after them, right? So it's the same situation here. We all got our plastic cups. She's filling all of them. She doesn't know what to give me, so she they mix I don't fucking know what in this cup, this plastic cup, and I was like, you know what? It's fine. It's just like this much liquid. I'm not gonna get drunk because I know I have a high tolerance, right? So I down that thing like it's nothing. Um, I know it's gonna be painful for Trev and them because Trev's got like I'm still coughing and things. I told you guys I have like this bloodline has really like phantom ailments. When I did the DNA test, I wanted to see if the because I did the health side, right, to see if those hidden things show up. It doesn't show up. It was so scary. It didn't show up. So all these like health problems that run in this family, if no one talks about them, we don't know that they exist, right? It's not in any of the health records or anything. So I was like, holy fucking shit. So I already looked at Trev and I knew that because we both have like throat problems, right? It comes from dad's side of the family. My grandmother might have died from that. So I knew as soon as he's gonna drink this, he's gonna feel pain here, right? I knew that immediately. So I was like, I drank mine fast, and I was like, if he couldn't drink it, while no one's looking, I'll drink his too, and then give him back the thing, right? Because you should never force anyone to drink anything they can't or don't want to drink, right? But he was like, yo, at least I can do this. I was like, okay, it's up to you. You fuck up your throat. I am trying to help out. Same thing with dad. I was like, dad doesn't drink, so he's gonna carry around that one beer with him all night. So I was like, oh, if he can't drink it, I'll just take it and drink it for him, right? Anyways, it never came down to that. But that's my point being is like if right, like I would take someone else's drink and drink it. Because I don't. Again, I told you guys I don't drink just because the things I say is right. Like if I told you I have to leave out the spirit parts of the story because if I talk about that stuff and I drink, people are gonna say, oh, I drink, so like that's why I talk all this nonsense. I don't drink at all, just so. Anyways, it's such a pain in the ass. Anyways, we're in a situation where like, okay, I gotta drink now. I hate drinking alcohol too because when I drink, my body temperature increases even more. So I just feel like taking off all my clothes, right? And I fucking hate that because I was like, I'm wearing normal clothes, but for some reason my body's overheating. I was like, fuck, like I can't, like, ugh. The old people always give you alcohol to drink because they're like, for us skinny ass people, they're like, oh, you drink some of this shit and then it'll make you want to eat. So then you could eat the food, right? That's always there for their fucking logic. Anyways, I drank my complimentary drink. Dad had to be a fucking ass about things. Because I went to go sit down after. Because I was in pain because my stomach's hurting and then I'm bleeding and then, alright, so like he looked at me like, oh, you drunk already? And I was like, you don't fucking talk to me. Like in that moment, I just want to punch somebody. I was like, can you not? Yeah, we played games, we drank. It would have been more fun if we drank while playing games. Ugh. And grandma, my aunt, and them said they couldn't recognize my brothers because everybody looks so different now. I really want to see my other cousin. I feel bad. I haven't seen him in a long time. We were supposed to go if I had run away like normal people. No one ever stays close by. I stay close by because of financial reasons. Right? Everybody ran away, and I was like, "Yo, I'm gonna be the idiotic, strong-minded person that stays behind." But because I didn't go far away to go to school, me and my cousin were supposed to go to school together. It would have been nice. I feel bad now. I really wish I could have talked to him. But then my life would have been really different, right? I wouldn't have filmed that first set of videos, and we wouldn't be here. It would have been weird. I don't know. Somehow things come back around, right? But like, I don't know. Yeah, we played games, we drank, relatives that I haven't seen in a while, seeing again for however long. Then we end up sleeping over because it's when New Year's happens and it's like it's late now. No, there's no way Dad's gonna drive us back, right? So Trev and Brian want to go sleep upstairs, and me, Mom, Dad, and Tones slept in the living room. Mom and Dad each had a couch, And me and Tone slept on the, because it's no different than when we were like sleeping here, right? So my aunt always makes such a fuss. Every time we come over, she's like, I gotta bust out the good plates and the good silverware and all the right. And like when we were there, she had to. I don't know where she was hiding the spare mattress. She dumped his mattress here, and she's like, "Yo, you're gonna sleep here." And my mom just looking at her like, "What the fuck? These kids can sleep on the floor. What is wrong with you?" Yeah. So me and Tone slept on a floor mattress like usual. I told mom to take the mattress with Tones because I could fit in the couch better than she could, right? I was like, come on, mom, what the hell? She wouldn't listen. Again, she's so hard headed, she won't listen to me at all. I was like, how many times I gotta fucking tell you I told you so? Um, Again, so I told you guys this already. When me and Tones are here, I can't sleep right away, right? So it's me, mom, dad, Tones here now, and I was like, great, they're all gonna fall asleep instantly, and I'm just gonna be sitting here like questioning my life choices while looking at the ceiling. I was like, it's New Year's. I can't listen to my playlist. I can't do this, then, right? Like, I was like, I want to do this. Like, in my head, like, the whole thing was running through my head. I was like, great, I can't sleep. And then somehow I fell asleep. And then I dreamt a whole bunch of weird shit. I still don't understand why my aunt wanted us to go over so badly. Like, that's still a mystery. Like, after we went there, the energy stopped, right? So I was like, I don't understand what had to happen. Anyways, yeah, I dreamt a whole bunch of weird shit. I don't like that. If I fall asleep in a random place because the energy's not mine, right? Like, I start feel it. I feel like I don't belong there. You know, like I don't know how to explain this. Like when I fall asleep here, I feel all the spirits connected here, right? But when I go fall asleep anywhere else, I'll feel whoever's around. Like it's scary for it's like explain this to you guys. It sounds scary, but for me, that's like normal things, and I just hate that. It's like, yo, I'm trying to sleep. Can you not like talk to me? Ugh. Yeah, so I can't sleep because I'm like, oh great, I'm in someone else's house, interacting with the spirits that are there, and I was like, oh great, oh fucking great. It's not like I could put like, because I usually fall asleep with headphones on because I need something else to focus on aside from what's like going on in the room, right? And mom and dad were there. If it was just me and Tones, Tones would have made me laugh to sleep because that's how I fall asleep nowadays. Since Tone's been staying with me, like I laughed my way to sleep. Because I eventually get tired, right? Like we're always talking about nonsense until like he gets me to get to sleep. Um, I thought they were gonna make me go sleep with my cousins again upstairs, and I was like, oh man, I was kind of dreading it. But then when I found out I had to sleep with Tones downstairs, I was like, oh, thank God. At least I can get some kind of sleep now, right? So yeah, I dreamt all kinds of shit. I got up early in the morning, even though like people get up to like midday when it's New Year's, right? Um, I got up early, and the first thing I did was check Instagram. I wanted to see what I missed, right? Cause who celebrates New Year's if well, I don't remember if it's Australia or like that side of the world. They celebrate New Year's first, right? So I want to check to see because you could see I get to see how everybody celebrates New Year's up until it gets to us, right? Because we're near the end. Oh, you know what I've been looking at in my feed recently? I've really been wanting to go to. I wish I went on my uni trip. I really wanted to go to Iceland. I wish I could have gone to Iceland, and now I kind of want to go to Finland. My friends have been, and I was like, fuck, man, I really wish I could have gone. Anyhow, yeah, I checked my feed. Um, Somehow during the night or early morning, because it was dark, right? They're all like, they're like, ah, the light it burns. I was like, yo, I'm getting up. I can't lie down here anymore. My mom rolled onto the bed with the two of us on there. I was like, no wonder the space was all gone. I was like, what the hell? So I rolled Tones over and I rolled Mom over and I was like, you guys take the bed. Like I said in the fucking first place. I was like, how many times I gotta tell you I fucking told you so? So now they're occupying the bed and I go on the couch and I'm just checking my Instagram feed to see what happened the night before, like what happened during New Year's, what happened during New Year's on every part of the world right now, right? That's what I'm checking. And then my aunt comes downstairs. The one who lives with my grandmother, not the one who owns the house. She comes downstairs. I'm not making any noise. I barely make any noise. You wouldn't know anybody's awake, right? And she comes downstairs just to check to see. And she's like, oh, you're awake. And I was like, yeah, I'm just looking at my feed. I guess she went to go get breakfast ready. And then everybody else woke up and I was like, fuck. I just wanted a moment to just do this, you know? I just wanted a moment to do that and then we have, then everybody else gets up, we have breakfast. Because the living room's right beside the kitchen, right? So, like, we had to get up, right? We have breakfast. I'm sitting on the couch. My aunt that owns the house comes to sit next to me. I didn't think that would happen. I feel, like, weird having her sit beside me. But at the same time, like, I feel comfort because if anything went wrong, she's the first person I would go to, right? I don't know. I feel like I come off too cold to my aunt, right? But even though, like, I don't know. I'm so weird. I make things weird. It's all I remember, she was sitting beside me. I was like, yo, I don't know what to do in this situation. Like, I don't want to come off as a cold-hearted bitch, but I don't want to come off as, like, a needy child. I was like, fuck, there's no in between. And then we did Mario stuff. I think they did Just Dance because I fucking canked out. I was like, when we went upstairs to go in, because they were using the TV for I don't know what there. And we went upstairs, we connected the Switch and everything. And then I got tired. I was like, yo, I got up early in the morning and I feel sleepier in this room. So I'm gonna knock out here, right? You guys do whatever. I'm just gonna pass out here. Because we didn't know when we were gonna leave anyhow, so I fall asleep upstairs while they're playing. I felt better though. They're all wide awake and I'm passed out because I don't know why. I just felt really tired and I could feel all their energy. So I'm like in between awake and asleep. Like it's weird, but like I feel like I felt like I was able to rest. Normally when I feel like normally I would feel more tired when I get back up, right? But for some reason I'm like sleeping here. I can feel their energy and then I feel like my energy's coming back up now. Eventually I wake up. It's when we have to eat and then we have to head home. And we end up eating the curry that we made that night, right? Because she ended up buying food and things, so we ate all that stuff first, and then we ended up eating our home cooking that the one before we were gonna leave. And Grandma liked the food. Never seen her eat it so quickly. I got so mad though. My aunt said because she had roti and stuff in the fridge, she's like, I'm gonna go eat a roti with the curry, and I was like, I spent all day cooking this rice. You don't want to eat my rice? What the fuck? You know I had to go buy that rice. I had to wash the rice, and then I gotta go and cook it, and you don't want to fucking eat my rice. I was so mad. Trevor looked at me, he started laughing. He's like, what the fuck? And I was like, you know what I had to go through for this fucking rice? And she said, I want roti, I don't want rice. And I was like, ah, okay. Nobody ever wants my rice. That's so sad. Fuck, why do I put myself through this shit? I don't understand. Anyway, anyways, we eat and then we leave. But before we leave, I got my cousin's numbers, right? And that's how now I've been texting her since then. And now we're like I've had the longest conversation I've ever had with her over the phone than when I'm in person with her. I wish I could. Maybe she gets that from my aunt because I wish I could talk to my aunt more. Like me, Tones, and Dad have the same type of energy, and then Trev, Brian, Mom have the same type of energy, right? Because Mom's energy I can only feel when something goes wrong, right? And I only feel that energy flow through Brian them, right? Because it's when their energy feels negative and heavy, that's when I can feel it, right? But me, like I can sense Tone's energy all the time. That's why I had to move the dream catcher because I don't want to accidentally take in any of his energy, right? It's like me needing like having that thing there's like me needing blood all the time, and then having Tones near me is like me accidentally taking blood from him all the time until he runs dry, right? So I was scared. I was like, I don't want that to happen to him. So I gotta put a sun catcher there quickly because I'm gonna continuously have nightmares and I don't want it to affect Tones in any way because he's bunking with me now. I also set this channel up in case anything happens to me. Tones is gonna be the new owner of this channel, or everything I own. Like so because when I was his age, I hated that I had to start everything from scratch, right? Like I had to work from the ground up, and it wasted so much time, right? That I have to rush and do things now. So like I had left all the groundwork here for him. So if anything happens to me, all he has to do is just pick up and go. You know what I mean? It's like say I used the coloring pages the other day. So let's say like he wants to color, right? He's gonna say he's gonna need coloring pages, he's gonna need crayons, he's gonna need or like pencil crayons and things, right? But I already have everything here. All he needs to do is just go ahead and do that, right? He doesn't have to go through that extra step of having to gather everything first before he can go ahead and do what he needs to do. You know what I mean? That always pissed me off because by the time I gather everything I need here, the energy that I have to pour into that I've already used up and I have nothing left. So that used to piss me off so much. That's why I ended up spending all of last year gathering the albums because I couldn't open them as I was gathering because I don't know how like there was so much energy there. Like yeah, I gotta hurry up with that. I have to use a sun catcher because now they're giving me back my time during the day. That's why it's so weird for me to film now. Here's a time update. I don't know why the clocks are so wrong. Every time I set back that clock, the time keeps changing. I don't know if Flowers are freaking messing with it. Okay, it says 10:28 here, but that clock says 10:32. So what the fuck? Okay. Where was I going with the story? Oh yeah, I was talking to my cousin and I was saying I wished like I had like I could talk to my aunt more, but it would be like I don't know. It's because of their energy. Like I can't like it's like I wish I could go up to my aunt and be like I'd be like, yo, you know what, mom? How many times I told her, she's like, I wish I could go with my aunt to that chill. I wish I could tell her like all of this shit going on. I know for sure she would take my side and be like, yo, look what nonsense mom's got me doing. And then that happened. So I got to see my grandmother, got to chill with my cousins. We had hospital things, baking things. I got to see grandma again because she was at my cousin's place. She's too old now to get down and whine, right? She'll end up busting a hip if she does that. She used to, back when we were younger, she would dance nonstop. It's like, shake it, granny, shake. Watch her whine. Oh my god. I forget what that one song's called. They always play that one, like, the one that goes nanny whine. I forget what that one's called. They always play that one. Yeah, so I got to do relative stuff. And then I had the gift from my cousin on my dad's side, right? And all of that stuff. So that was Christmas, New Year's, and now we're after New Year's now, right? Okay, so I hope I didn't fucking miss anything between there. So I started texting my cousin since New Year's, right? So I've been keeping in contact with her, but I wish I could do it with my aunt too, because I'll be like, you know what mom's putting me through. You see all this shit she got me doing. Can you yell at her for me, because she's not gonna listen to me. She never fucking listens. No wonder I have bad hearing listening skills. I get that from her. Jesus. Anyhow. Okay, we're on New Year's onward. So in the back of my mind, I was like, oh, fuck, I didn't get time to film this video. When the hell is this gonna happen now? And I'm still, like, bleeding, right? Like, I'm not gonna stop until the first week. And I was like, great. I'm gonna just die for a week. It'll be fine. I thought I would at least come back to, like, film, like, the first week, like, before the 10th. For, like, this first part of this video. And I was like, oh, fuck, I couldn't make it in time. I was like, damn it. And then sometime in between then, we were in the car. It was late at night because we like going groceries. Again, we're like fucking vampires driving around late at night. Like, we're fucking heading good. It's dark. We're going grocery shopping. Like, Bri had to go get another checkup, right? So we went grocery shopping. We had to go back to let him get his checkup. And right after we were done at the doctor's office, the car tire decided to blow, right? And I was like, we have a flat tire. It's like the middle of winter. It's fucking ice cold. And we gotta change the tire. So insult to injury, my dad's a mechanic, so he would never go and have someone else come and switch out this tire and tow us home, right? So he's like, nah, this ain't happening. I was like, okay. Let's waste time here then. So we had to drag the car home. It was such an ordeal. I can't fucking describe to you how fucking annoying that was. Yeah, we had to switch out the tire. Dad ended up switching out all 4. I don't know why 4, because nobody fucking wants to drive around the damn homobile. Trevor doesn't want it, and I want to get a nice small car. I don't want passengers in the car. If I like, I don't mind chauffeuring around Trev and Grandma. Other than that, no one else is and my cousins. Other than that, no one else is allowed in the and Tones. No one else is allowed in the fucking car. Okay, my grandmother Trev. Even though I fucking hate Trev at the moment, like, I promised, right? So I was like, my grandmother Trev, my 2 cousins, and Tones. Aside from those 5 people, no one else is allowed in any vehicle I decide to own, because I want to go. I told you guys I want a motorcycle. I don't want a fucking car, because I don't need all the fucking dead weight holding me back, right? I can't deadlift. I don't know what I'm carrying all this dead weight for. So anyway, yeah, he ended up switching out the tires, and I was like, Trev, this is gonna be your car. I don't fucking want it, but if you don't want it, I don't mind if you toss it my way, because I'll use it until it broke, right? Yeah, so he switched out all the tires the other day. They were old too. They were like 15, 14-year-old tires. I was like, what the fuck? They had to go. They popped. The rubber was bad. That happened. Oh, the photo on my feed now, that new one with all of the chandelier lights. Oh, we had a blackout the other day too. Good thing I wasn't uploading. Oh yeah, okay, now I remember. Mom and Tones' birthday is the 12th and the 13th, right? So it's cake week, okay? So Dad had to drive us to go and get cake. Even though I was like, we gotta go get cake. You can't fight me on this. I want cake, okay? I haven't had proper cake. You made me eat freaking fruit cake and sponge cake. All this shit I don't want to eat. We're gonna go get proper cake. Plus it's their birthdays, right? So I'm like, we gotta go get cake. I forgot to take a picture of that, but I'll come back to that. I'll show you guys what the cake thing looked like later. Don't wait for it, because I don't know when, okay? The cake thing. And then I told Jeffrey I would do the thing with the lipstick. I don't know when that's gonna happen too, so look forward to it, but don't wait for it because I don't know when it's gonna happen.